Yeah, we can try and make this one work. I think one of the big advantages that we're gonna have right now. That's an awesome video, regardless. Thank you, Titus. I think one of the advantages that we do have right now is the fact that we have the coin in order to deal with our opponent's counterspell, which would normally be a huge issue for this deck.
Right away.
So we're gonna go ahead and heal there. So obviously we now have the option immediately, like literally immediately after I said that, we have the option of going Power Word Shield, but I think one draw should be enough. Now, seeing the Arcanologist, it definitely makes us think that this is going to be Secret Mage and not any sort of... Yeah, there we go. Thank you. Like, do we even need to worry about this? Like, just keep drawing, right? We can test the counterspell now. Not counterspell, and if it's mirror entity, I think we'll be in good shape. If this gets hit with arcane rune or whatever, it'll be all right. We already have some healing, so then the question is, do we want more board action, or do we want a little bit more healing / aggression? Whoops, I don't know why that slipped out so much. Or do we actually just need a drop on 4? I'm gonna take the 4 drop. Explosive is fine because now it's less likely to hit Midnight Drake, which is good. And we're still able to be pinging these. We're going to be able to attack through this one. And we're not necessarily playing Midnight Drake into every secret, but we can kind of think about our options once we get there. Because at this point, this would be very bad actually for us to deal with a mirror entity. But getting hit with another explosive runes is fine because we have all this healing. And I think that's the major reason why... Scary, no doubt about it. That's a scary one. I think we just go for it.
Right away.
What happened there? Gain +1 attack for each other card. Oh, in your hand. Okay. I forgot that Midnight Drake is the opposite of Twilight Drake, and I should have realized Midnight Twilight... Oh, they're not really opposites, never mind. But... I thought this was your opponent's hand, so I was like, they have enough cards. We can, like, figure this one out with Midnight Drake. But this is actually better, so I'll take it. Getting a 9/4 is something that our opponent's going to really want to be dealing with. So that is very good. Arcane Intellect, maybe our opponent... Yeah, opponent's probably just going to take that trade. Because if they don't, we have really good ways to punish. And we know it's not mirror, so we can go ahead and drop a big dragon that we can't answer ourselves right now. And then next turn, I mean, I will be tempted to actually play our our Skulking Geist. Not that we expect Secret Mage to run a lot of... really run a lot of one costing spells, but they might. They might have something. Shifting Scroll is a Primordial Glyph. Well, isn't that neat? And we very much expect our opponent to still take this ping, obviously.
I'm late.
And the Cabal, so this we're expecting to be a counterspell. So then the question is, are we going to... Oh, excuse you. And this is fine. We actually have lots of ways to deal with this minion right now. And I think we will test the spell route first. This gets counterspelled. Oh no. Because we didn't actually want to... We didn't want to actually do that. We are going to find a Dragonfire Potion now. Because at this point, we are actually getting a little bit worried about getting flooded a little bit. But that is one counterspell down. Fireland's totally... Not fine, but manageable. It's fair to say. We become the 3/4 and then heal back to full. I love the idea of healing back to full this turn, because I want to play Primordial Drake next turn. I think I really want to do that. And because we have a second one right now, this obviously doesn't look great on the... This doesn't look great, you know, just from an outside look right now. You know, you're making an opponent's 3/4 into a 2/4, and you're only getting a 3/4. But I feel that combined with our heal right now is very good. And then, like I said right now, We're expecting this to be counterspell, or at least I think we have to play as if it is counterspell. Yeah, that was a whoops. What's going on? Oh. How bad is this if this is primordial? If this is mirror now, actually, we're in a little trouble. Explosive rune, that's fine. That's totally fine. We have really been keeping up with the tempo mage here, which is not what I expected going into this video at all. Because I really expected us to have some trouble. But we're able to keep our health nice and high, so that's great. We are now going to destroy our power word shield. Oh. And that got hit with the mirror entity. Not what I was expecting. We can afford to wait. We have a lot of Dragonfire potions. I don't know if 3 is enough, but I think it's fair to say that we have a lot. And then also a Shadow or Death. So I'm not sure what else our opponent's win condition is other than to tempo us out. I guess they also have Medivh, to be honest. Like this one is scary. That's also kind of scary. Primordial Drake makes things less scary. Okay, let's take a second and think about this right now so I don't make a horrible play and bring shame to my family. We can obviously test this way with the Shadow or Death. And if it gets counterspelled, then we just Dragonfire Potion. And we're taking an extra 4 damage next turn. Which stinks, admittedly. But we can survive that, because then we'll have Drake afterwards. If we play Drake and get hit with another mirror entity, how bad is that? And I think the answer would be very. Although we can go 3. Oh, maybe we go Dragonfire Potion first. And we'll just go this way, because we're kind of expecting, yeah, Mirror Entity, this kind of stinks. You're saying you got Zola out of a pack. Is this a good card? I think Zola's an okay card. And I think it's maybe more fun. Yeah, absolutely. I definitely agree with that. We kept up with the tempo. Definitely not what I was expecting. Definitely not what I was expecting in this matchup, which I'm very happy about. Because I like winning and I like 10 gold. And do we want extra Shadow Vision things? Maybe we take Greater Healing Potion here. Oh, we don't want these, do we? We'll take in more Shadow Visions. We can almost throw in some Rinlock shenanigans. Absolutely, yeah, Vito. The Rinlock destroying your opponent's deck is a little bit of a... It is. I mean, it's a silly mechanic, right? It's not the... It's very much not a traditional type of win condition, but it's really strong, and the deck works because, I mean, Blood Reaver Gul'dan, which I crafted, is definitely strong. Hey Jay, how's it going? Welcome. Hope you're doing all right. Okay, we are taking an early beatdown here from our opponent, and we have nothing to do. Would I rather heal or would I rather find something? Oh boy. Okay, we're building up our spell count, but we have no Yogg to combo that with. Unfortunately, we are really okay. We can top deck a Duskbreaker and then kind of even things out. Okay, I'm gonna take the healing potion as much as I would love to have Dragonfire Potion for eventual board clears when our opponent floods. I feel like we might need Greater Healing Potion to not lose to all the big spells we're going to come up against. That's fine. And a Shadow or Death doesn't help us whatsoever. Ooh, Polymorph, Gluttonous Ooze, and Rat. Oh, these are all scary. We're definitely playing against big Spell Priest. So that's kind of cool. Like, almost expect to be losing, to be honest. We could almost take... Okay, what's going to be good here? We could take the Gluttonous Ooze because we have no other weapon removal, so I will be taking Ooze. Because we have, yeah, if our opponent wants to do weapon things like with Medivh, we can just ooze them, and that's a lot of value lost. Vito, you're saying you're studying the present perfect, but I already knew it because I'm a meme person. That was pretty good. Yeah, Ochre, yeah. I know everyone's saying rat, everyone's saying rat. I think rat is viable, but first of all, I apologize because there is a delay on the stream, so if I'm too quick, yeah, Flame Strike's fine. I'm not bothered by Flame Strike right now. We lose our board, but I'm just feeling like, ooh, scary. That's a scary one. That's a scary 4-attack minion. We can go ahead and do this. Oh, here we go. Oh, how do we do this? Summon a 5/5 dragon for each spell you cast this game that costs 5 or more. We only have Dragon Fire Potion, so we can never do that. Spiteful Summoner. Oh, we're going up against super cool Big Mage. Big Spell Mage, I should say. And Spiteful Summoner. Yeah, I really like Summoner here. The spells are pretty big in our deck, so I'm not too worried. I'm also not worried about just tossing out Northshire.
Is someone injured?
Yeah, Ochre, I was definitely thinking the Legendary would have been cool, but we don't have a lot of big spells, right? Like, that's like my real concern. Ooh, we eat a meteor, that's fine. Eating meteors is okay. I've heard that they are okay to eat. Do we play something small, or are we going to go a little bit bigger? Let's go a little bit bigger with the heal. Let's lose the value off of our Scalebane. Or do we just go Summoner now because we may never have another chance? Let's see what we get. Oh, Shadow or Pain. That hurts. That really hurts. Oh, there we go. 6 mana, 8/8. That's okay. Alana is valueless. Yeah, kind of there. Just because we don't have a lot of big spells in this deck, right? We're very much not a spell-heavy deck. This is very minion tempo-based. And please tell me I have the proper deck list. So many of those early videos... I had the wrong deck list, which was fully my mistake. And I was just rushing, trying to play games and do all that stuff. And now our opponent thinks. Yeah, trying to deal with a golden Millhouse. Millhouse. Someone made a video about Millhouse a few days ago, I think, at some point early in the expansion. I forget what happened with that. But I do like how some of these, expansions, like the first few weeks, I should say, not expansions, but I mean, you know, the first like week or two of every expansion, people always try and experiment with all sorts of crazy things. That's fine. Board clear. But board clear is totally fine for us. Because what we're going to do is we're just going to heal up right now and then say go. I don't think we really need to be that... Ooh, Ysera's so nice though. And there is obviously an argument to be made for playing Gluttonous Ooze on tempo. But otherwise... But because we know our opponent can be going into Medivh turns now, we kind of need to get our Gluttonous Ooze out afterwards. Because otherwise that's just really, really bad. Hey, there we go. And you know what? We get to Shadow or Death it, and we get to Gluttonous Ooze, and heal. So that's pretty good. All in all, I think. So that was a pretty good turn for us. The issue is our opponent can continue to do really, really big things that we can't answer because we don't have our Shadow Reaper. Hey Luke, how's it going? Long time no see, I don't think. I know you've stopped by a few times. I haven't done a dungeon run yet. If I have time later today, I would love to. But I'm not sure how much time I will have because I really do want to get some more laddering in. The only dungeon runs that I've completed are the Priest and then Druid. Oh, that's such a good drop for them. Oh, that really hurts us. Probably it's the wrong deck list, Vito. Vito, don't mess around with me. I know this is the right deck list now. I'm actually paying attention. We could steal something. That's kind of fun. Stealing things is a fun trick. Oh, there is... it's the wrong deck list. There's no ooze. Yeah. We made that ooze. So we can do a trade here, and then Primordial Glyph gets rid of the Hatchling. Hatchling's so good for our opponent. Then 2 plus 3 is not 6. What other options do we have? We also have the option, I think, of Shadow Word Priest, Cabal Shadow Priest, the Dirty Rat, and then double trade. Hey Mert, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. Hope you're having a good day. We can do the steal and then double trade. No, Luke, that's alright. I kind of like Primordial Glyph. Glyph is just really, really strong. Hey Cole, how's it going? I'll go ahead and Drake, and then we'll just heal up our own minion. Obviously, we can get hit with another Meteor, which is very, very bad. But because we've kind of softened up our opponent's minions, and we have another Drake in the waiting, I think that's pretty good. If our opponent ever does have a slow turn on us, you know what? I'd rather get hit with this Polymorph before our opponent gets their... before our opponent gets out their... Frostlich Jaina, which is almost certainly in our opponent's deck. So I'm not, you know, not super upset with that. We can do Primordial Glyph things now. Primordial Glyph. I don't know why I'm saying everything completely wrong. Primordial Drake. We can Drake and trade. That's a pretty strong play. And our opponent obviously had a hard time dealing with high health last turn. So I think this is pretty reasonable, and it clears off a lot of the deck. Is there any way to save this minion? No, there isn't. And I will simply heal and then pass. You built a Dragon Priest deck? Priest is your favorite hero? You know, I think Priest is probably my favorite class, too. I've played so much Priest in the long run. Like, probably since the past year. This is a little scary, but also I'm not too worried. Oh no, not a 7-mana minion. Please let us steal it, whatever it is. Oh, I would love to steal that one. Come on, come on. Top deck Acolyte. Yeah. Yeah. I was totally joking, but I'll gladly take that. Are you kidding?
Let me change your mind.
Let me change your mind. What do we want to do now? Do we want to get this one higher health? Or this one out of Flame Strike range? We'll get this one out of Flame Strike range and we'll draw a little. Should save Shadow Reaper for Dragon Caller? Oh, absolutely, Jay. Absolutely. Once we get Shadow Reaper, we don't play it until our opponent floods. Because they will honestly be able to flood a lot right now. Like, they played so many spells, it's going to be a full board. Which we would honestly just lose. Right? Like, we would 100% lose the board. Oh, we need to top deck Shadow Word Pain. This stinks. This really, really stinks. We have no silences. We don't want to get only one card from Ysera. We are 1 in 13 to top deck Shadow Reaper Anduin in the event, actually, Jay, that if our opponent's trying to set up their Mage Legendary turn, we're going to have a really, really hard time right now. I honestly think we're just going to Healing Potion. Like, there's nothing else we can do, right? There's no point in the Scalebanes have to stay in her hand. Ysera's 1 proc. The only thing we can get off Ysera would be the board clear, but that's like what, 1 in 5, 1 in 6, and that's really not good enough percentage chances, I don't think. And should we heal all the way? Probably. And the only reason I do that, sure, it's only 8 health, but I feel like we may never have another chance to spend that 4 mana. So I feel like we got to do it at some point. And why not do it here when our opponent's trying to stall us? Trying to stall us out here a little. Vito, you're saying you know all your English because you played Warcraft? You started with the game in English? You know what? Hey, that's a great way to be learning languages, though, isn't it? Like, through games, there's so many... Oh, this is going to be nice for us. We're just going to do Ysera here and say go. And obviously, this is a great card to get hit with a Polymorph for our opponent. Oh, and Ysera Awakens. That's exactly the card we needed to see there against our opponent's future board flood. So now we're going to have potentially 2 answers. And our last Polymorph is gone, which is excellent news for us. And a whole bunch of tokens get cleared off. What else does our opponent have? They're still going to have Flame Strikes in the board. We can do this if we want. Oh, this is kind of an ugly turn. Like, I don't want to go double dragon. Oh, I don't want to go double dragon. I don't really want to dragon fire this. We can't, Maybe we can Dragonfire this. Like, it's silly, but at the same time, why not? Because Dragonfire Potion does nothing against the Mage Legendary, right? But are we actually worried about our opponent's board? No, we're not. If we'd actually kept the Power Word Shield... If you could add change minion's attack to be equal to its health. Oh, the inner fire combo. You know what? I totally agree, Ochre. I do have another Dragon Priest deck, actually, that I was playing with the Divine Spirit inner fire combo. And it was very, very strong. There's no denying that. It's a very, very strong combo. I definitely pulled off some wins in games where I shouldn't have. Where I shouldn't have been able to win simply because of that combo really surprises people sometimes. And hey, there's Frostlich Jaina finally trying to get that value. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so now we're really in trouble here. Ooh, Cleric, even more trouble. How are we going to deal with this type of board? I don't know now. Oh, we're in really big trouble. What classes have I completed with Dungeon Run? I have only finished Dungeon Run for... What have I finished Dungeon Run with? I finished it with Priest on stream and also with Druid. Those are the only two. I think I'm in the middle of something else. Ooh, Temporis, no thank you. Deal 3 to all is kind of interesting. Although maybe we just play a huge taunt next turn. Deal 3 to all isn't enough. Like, that's not going to be enough against our opponent. So I think we can just do this and heal. We could steal the attack, but I don't think that's good. We could play Northshire as well. I'm going to play Northshire just to have stuff out, to be honest with you. Will I play Mill Paladin later on? If you send me a deck of what Mill Paladin is, I'll take a look at it. I don't think I will, but it sounds amazing. So, I'll at least look at it. And, hey Hercules, how's it going? Hope you're having a good day. Luke, you're saying if the Dungeon Run... Oh, honestly, I love Dungeon Run, Luke. I've been loving what Dungeon Run has been doing. I think it's just a super, super fun game. Or super fun mode, I should say, not a game. It's not a game. Yeah, it's one of the most fun modes that I've played. It's probably the most fun mode. Probably the most fun solo mode that I've seen. And I'm not sure if... Oh boy. I don't know what's going on with my stream here, but it looks like we're still going. Sorry, I got distracted because my screen I'm just seeing a spinning circle. What happened here? Our opponent got Bittertide Hydra? Well, that's not very cool. And... did not take Temporis. I guess I don't believe in the heart of the memes. Yeah, you know what? There is something to be said for taking maybe the stronger card as opposed to the more fun card. But I do agree sometimes we need to take the fun card. There's no doubt about that. We are in a little bit of trouble. We could Shadow Word Pain that heal. Oh, wait. 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, we're 1 mana off from doing something amazing that I would want to do. Dungeon Run is fun, but at least add some rewards other than the card back. I think they'll add rewards in the long run. I don't see why they wouldn't. I want to heal this. I want to get rid of this. I want to get rid of this. Oh, I do not like that turn. I do not like that turn. I don't like the fact that my own YouTube page right now is showing a spinning circle for the stream because it's just distracting me right now. But it does look like it's actually still live, so that's interesting. 2 attack Bittertide, yeah, would have been good, I agree. But I honestly just feel like... Oh, our opponent wants to mill themselves. I like that. I like that a lot. Someone was asking about, actually, about Shadow Reaper Anduin. Shadow Reaper Anduin is here because this is a very control style of mage deck. Oh my goodness. Give our opponent coins. I love Malagos. I don't know if anyone else is aware of this, but Malagos is one of my favorite cards. So we can do 3 actually here. And then heal this up, right? 3 plus 3 is 6. Attack there, heal for 12. I like that play a lot. We should have done different order, but, you know. You win some, you lose some, as they say. And our opponent's really close to fatigue, so that's nice. And we'll heal this back up so that it doesn't easily get taken out by this massive Direhorn Matriarch. Fujo is also Italian. Don't know about that, but... Okay, I gotta reload this screen because it's freaking me out. I'll be back to chat in 1 second, everyone. Our opponent gains more armor, but they're way ahead on fatigue, so I think that's okay for us. And I think that we will... There we go. Everything's back. I'm not distracting looking at the corner of my eye anymore. How do we do this? Do we just slam down a Malagos? I think we can. Our opponent's out of polymorph. Oh, they could have another meteor. Meteor would really hurt, right? And we still have this dragon as our dragon activator. Yeah, we are. I am the essence of madness. Good call. Good call, Malagos. Good call, myself. Oh, Grim Patron, welcome to the chat. Thanks for being here. I'm sure everyone loves your, everyone loved that meta that you gave us a few years ago. Oh, and they finally make our opponent finally makes their first elemental there. So that's good. The bad thing is they can just double trade here. We kind of lose our Malagos. And when I say kind of... Oh, are you kidding? Why would you do that? That has to be the wrong play, right? Like, there can't be anything correct about leaving a Malagos up. And we heal our Malagos, because we love Malagos. Please, Whirlwind? Yeah, absolutely. Malagos with Whirlwind. And now we still, I mean, we have a lot of armor to get through, but depending what these cards are... Oh, that's a really good one right now for our opponent. That's a really good one. Are we gonna steal this card, or are we gonna save it for anything else? What else does our opponent have? Our opponent has 1 meteor left? Maybe like an ooze or something? Maybe a dirty rat? I'll steal this one. I'm not picky. Blizzard, like Frost Nova Doomsayer would be bad, I guess. We would still win, though. Well, that's just annoying. Oh, that's just a big ol' win right here. And that is how we say hello to one of the newest cards in the game. Yeah. That's hilarious. Oh, baby. That was a fun game. I mean, oh, at that point, I'd almost forgotten that card was going to be in our opponent's deck, even though we talked about it like 10 minutes ago. But that was really, really fun. That was a really good game. I enjoyed that. We should definitely have more games like that.